All right, Shalom Akim. Hey, Yabashmal Shai Brakatham to my dear brothers, you little amount of sisters, worshiping Yabashmal Shai in spirit and in truth. All praises to Yahweh, Bashim Yahushai. Divine to the apostles over there, great millstone and peace and mercy to the elect. All right, this is another one, another current events, prophecy, and madness. And guess what, brothers? It's October 4th. Man, time is flying. You know, as it is written in Matthew, the 24th chapter, the Lord will speed up the days for the elect's sake. So these things that's happening on the earth, from the time speeding up to the current events, to the prophecies we seeing unfold before our faces, man, this is all for us. Like the scriptures say, the kingdom is prepared. Watch. Okay, so, man, there's something weird going on over there in China. And we all knew, you know, we ain't over there, but we all know there's something weird going on over there because they're like the forerunners of this social system that Esau, Edom, and the nations are trying to unfold. Let's check this video out that was circling around the social media. Yo, you know, you brothers and sisters seen it. You know, it's just a small little clip, but it leaves you wondering what the hell is that? To tell you the truth, when I first seen it, it made me think of Nebuchadnezzar when he built the statue and he played all the different forms of instruments and everybody had to drop down to their knees when he played and bow down to the statue, you know, no matter where they were or whatever, you know, whatever position they was in. So whatever's going on over there in China, you can see that that's some new world order. You know what I'm saying? The people follow everything the government say, type of energy or something, you know? All right? But, you know, whatever that is, we can know that whatever that is, these guys in China are like the forerunners of what they want to do in the whole world. So this looked like some straight up New World Order slavery type stuff. And instantly what it made me think of was Jeremiah 30:7. It says, alas, for that day is great, so that none is like it. It is even a time of Jacob's trouble, but he should be saved out of it. That looked like a time of trouble, man. That looked like, you know, that looked like if you didn't get down with what was ringing or you didn't make the proper moves, you probably get arrested and you know, confined. You know what I'm saying? Doing, you know, the authorities come get you or something. We don't know. I don't know. I just seen it and I thought that was interesting after seeing it. But nonetheless, the scriptures say that Jacob, which is you Negro, Latino, Native Americans, your trouble is coming. And it's going to be a day like never before, you know? And then the next verse that I did think about was Psalms 2:1, straight at the top. It says, why do the heathen rage and the people imagine a vain thing? The kings of the earth do set themselves, and the rulers take counsel together against the Lord and against his anointed, saying, let us break their bands asunder and cast their cords from us. So these heathen, man, you best believe they got a lot of things coming down the pipe that people, you citizens of the world, you ain't gonna know, man. You ain't ready for this, man. They ready to take you all over, man. You know? So the heathen is raging and imagining a vain thing. That vain thing is the New World Order. For them to basically cut off the people of the Lord and for them to have the rule. But like verse 4 says, he that sitteth in the heavens shall laugh. The Lord shall have them in derision. You know, the Lord is in control of all this. So the Lord is going to make it to where, you know, these heathens, just as it said, they imagine the vain thing. So the next little boy I got here, check this out right here.
Well, you know, India the country, check this out. I can't believe it. In the month of October, India's going through some massive changes. Their whole banking system is going to be using cryptocurrency very, very soon, starting October 1st. In India, they're shutting down their banks for 20 days in the month of October. They're bringing in the crypto system. They're shutting down their banks for 20 days in India. Oh my God. I'll break the story down. This is Crypto Hulk. I got a live stream coming up at 7 p.m. YouTube. Crypto Hulk, 7 p.m. live stream on YouTube. You're not going to believe this.
You brothers and sisters heard the man. In India, they're shutting down the banks for 20 days. And what they're going to be doing is switching over their old systems for the new systems. What does the new system consist of? Exactly what the men of Great Millstone, starting with the apostles, have been talking about. You know, which is the R to the F, to the I to the D, to the C, hip. Put it all together. Okay? These cryptocurrencies and digital, the CBDC, the central bank digital currency, they're switching over. They're making the moves now. So, brethren, this is the beginning of them switching over their systems. And this is in India, which India has if my memory serves me correct, India has the second most largest populated people in the world. You know, China being first. In China, we just showed what was going on in China, some weird stuff. China already got these crypto CBDCs and cryptocurrencies and all that social systems already set up. These other nations is following suit, and you best believe it's finna hit Babylon the Great, which is also known as America. This is Revelation 13 and 15. It says, and he had power to give life unto the image of the beast. The he is talking about the self-proclaimed white man, the Edomites. Because as it was written in Daniel's the 7th chapter, there's going to be that fourth beast right before the Lord kingdom is established. We're in that time where the fourth beast, and it had a little horn that came out of it. Okay, we're in that moment where that beast, you know, the Roman Empire, and then it fell, and then it came back as NATO and the EU. We're in that season where the Roman Empire has came back as NATO and the EU. You see, and now the self-proclaimed white man, he's the one that's been ruling from the Romans to NATO and the EU. It's him. So the he that had power is the self-proclaimed white man. He's the one that's in rule right now. Like it says in Job 9:24. It says he had power, and he had power to give life unto the image of the beast. He's the one, the self-proclaimed white man, starting with him. He's the one that this is his get off, or his lust and desire to give birth to the New World Order and everything that consists within it, from the currency to the morality, you know, the worship also. It says that the image of the beast shall both speak, and cause as many as will not worship the image of the beast should be killed. He's going to get this thing to speak. If it speak, meaning he's going to get it running. All right, this system's going to be running. Now we see India is making their move. And it says if you don't worship the beast, he's going to kill you. And we know when you read further down, when it start talking about the charagma, when it starts getting down to that portion of the verse, we know exactly what it's talking about, man. And that's exactly what's going on. That's the system they trying to set up here. So, man, it's here, brothers. It's here. Let's go right here to the next thing I have here. They're basically cracking down on all. They're cracking down on all information. You know, it's going to come to that point where you're not going to be able to hear the prophets, the ones that's tying current events and prophecy and and Maddness and showing you in the scriptures why it's happening. You're not going to be able to find that. You're not even going to be able to find common knowledge on the internet no more. Let's peep this next one.
You know, we partnered with Google, for example. If you Google climate change, you will, at the top of your search, you will get all kinds of UN resources. We started this partnership when we were shocked to see that when we Googled climate change, we were getting incredibly distorted information right at the top. So we're becoming much more proactive. You know, we own the science, and we think that the world, you know, should know it, and the platforms themselves also do. But again, it's a huge challenge that I think all sectors of society need to be very active in.
You brothers, oh man, you brothers and sisters heard it, man. These devils are, in their pride, you know, they're basically trying to triumph over everybody. She quoted that they own the science and they want everybody to know it. So Google and the WEF has come together to distort any information that goes against their science on Google itself. That's why now, I don't know if you brothers and sisters notice, or if you've been around, you've noticed when you Google certain things, the information that once popped up doesn't pop up no more. And that's because you have these elites of this society that's erasing the information off of the internet. Anything that goes against what they say. If they say that the reason why these natural disasters is happening is because of climate change, then you have to believe it according to their minds. You cannot tell them, no, it's because of the way the earth is being ran. No, it's because of this or that. You can't tell them that because they own the science and they want the world to know it. It reminds me of the movie that's called The Giver. It's a real good movie. You should go check it out. But in the movie, I'm going to spoil it a little bit for you, but also hopefully it leads you to go and watch it. In the movie, they had all the citizens of the city. They had them all under control, and they gave everybody their occupations. From a child, you was birthed, and then you were then groomed to one of their occupations. Now there was, in all the occupations, you had you have groups of people within one occupation. But one of the occupations only required one person. It couldn't have groups of people. And that occupation was to have control, to have control over all history, all the books, you know? Because after that one man died, somebody had to take his place. So it came to the point where that one man was getting ready to give up the ghost, and a new person was taking his place. And he would be control. He was going to be the one that would be control over all information, all knowledge, all wisdom, all the books, all everything. Basically, in the movie, it showed you that Esau locked up all the knowledge. He locked it all up. And he put one man in charge over it. And he was in charge over that one man. And that's what Esau's doing right now. He's taking all the information off the internet, and he's putting his information for you to know. Because he wants you to not know anything except for what he wants you to know. Basically, you're a slave. 2 Thessalonians chapter 2, verse 7. It says, for the mystery of iniquity doth already work. Only he who now letteth will let until he be taken out of the way. The mystery of the iniquity is talking about the separate clean white man, the Edomites of the Bible. That's who that is. Because they're the ones that's working wickedness all in the earth. All right. And the Lord is the one that's letting him until the Lord decide it's enough. And he going to send back his beloved son, Yahweh Shai. It says, then shall that wicked be revealed, whom the Lord shall consume with the spirit of his mouth, and shall destroy with the brightness of his coming. And that wicked being revealed is the self-proclaimed white man. Nobody knew, like, what everybody knew it was something going wrong, but nobody knew who's the main factor of why everything is jacked up. Well, the Lord started revealing this self-proclaimed white man, the Edomites. It's him. He's the one that's in control of all these big corporations that's polluting the earth, that's creating destructive weaponry, that's poisoning the water, that's controlling and manipulating governments. They talk about the 1% or the elites of the society. They're at the top of the pyramid and everybody else is their little slaves under them. It's this guy. And it said the Lord shall consume him with the spirit of his mouth. Now the Lord has put his spirit on the prophets to reveal this dude for who he is. And everybody know, when you listen to the Hebrew Israelites, everybody know that we talk about the Edomites and what the hell they doing. So the Lord's revealed this guy, and then he's going to be destroyed when Yahushua come back. All right, with the chariots and the thousands of the heavens, the angels. It says, even him who's coming is after the working of Satan with all power and signs and lying wonders. And this WEF linking up with Google to change the information. That's one of his lying wonders. And his coming after the Satan, So it says, and with all deceivableness of unrighteousness in them that perish, because they receive not the love of the truth, that they might be saved. So it's going to be because of this Edomite's trickery that a lot of people ain't going to be saved, because you're going to fall under the traps like this, So, that was just the next thing I got here. Now we're going to switch the tune just a little bit. Look what's going on. This is the part of the madness part. Look, just peep this, man. God damn, the Lord, this place is terrible.
Once I had a sexual relationship with an animal. It was a dog, a male dog, who was, who used me, let's say. And in the moment I'm living together with a German Shepherd bitch. For me, it is far easier to build an emotional relationship to an animal than to a human. And so for me, it's even easier to have some sexual contact with an animal than with a human. Ja, Hunde gucken nicht.
Akzeptieren und fertig. Das ist ganz normal.
You brothers and sisters heard that perverse, nasty. It says pro rally to have sex with animals. You know? They're having a rally to have to fight to have sex with animals. And you heard the guy's testimony. And look at that dog. The dog looks sad. Man, before I give my words, Leviticus 20:15, it says, and if any man lie with a beast, he should surely be put to death. And ye shall slay the beast. And if a man approach, and if a woman approach unto any beast and lie down thereto, thou shalt kill the woman and the beast. They should surely be put to death. Their blood should be upon them. So everybody in that rally should be slain, because that what they're doing is wickedness. That's wickedness. It's unclean. It summons up demons. This guy right here said that his first encounter was with a dog, a prairie dog, and now he lived with a German Shepherd. And it's very easy for him to be emotionally attached to an animal than a human. And this is what the rulership of the world has produced. These are the people they have produced all around the world, not just in America, all around the freaking world. And it's just madness. It's madness. It's madness, yo. All right? You got to put him to death, and you got to put the dog to death. When you look at the dog's face, the dog looked terrified. He looked sad because the Heavenly Father made the spirit of in animals, he made them upright. Look at the dog. You know? But this guy gonna pervert the dog, man. And this is what the world is producing. And they're fighting for rights for it. You know, that's why, just when Yahweh Shai come back and he starts to deliver out judgment, don't be sitting there wondering why. Don't sit there, act like you don't understand. Because you should understand. Your wickedness is just terrible, man. You know? Let's see what we got here next year, man. Is this the same one? Yeah, this is the same one. Let's go right here real quick. Because while people are fighting to have sex with animals, the violence is going up in this world, man. Like crazy, man. Peep how dudes what dude finna do. I'm guessing maybe it doesn't have volume. But it says, man gets robbed by a fake NYPD officer. This is where we at with it.
Take the fucking watch off. Take it off! Hurry up! Take it off! Take the watch off! I'll show you! I'll kill you, motherfucker! Okay. Right! Okay. But the next. Okay, thank you. Right!
That's what we getting, man. That's where we getting at, man. Dude had a fake NYPD badge on and robbed this man. And this is just the beginning of craziness, man. But now, dude put on a fake NYPD badge and robbed this dude, man. There's going to be a lot more of this, man. It's going to be a lot more. This is our 2 Ezra 15. It says, let me start at 14. It says, woe unto the world and them that dwell therein, for the sword in their destruction draweth nigh, and one people should stand up to fight against another, and swords in their hands. All right? So these people, they're going to continually get waxed worse with robbing each other, you know? And dude went to the length of putting on a fake badge, you know? You know what I'm saying? Let me see if I could grab one more. I think it's the 2 Ezra, the 16th chapter. It talks about let me see, it's the trouble with, because here it is, this dude robbing him for his watch so he probably go sell it or whatever for food. But watch when there is no food at all, you know? Watch when there is no food at all. The scriptures say that you people are gonna, man. This verse 22, this 2 Ezra 16 and 22, it says, for many of them that dwell upon the earth shall perish of famine, and the other that escape the hunger shall the sword destroy. Hold on. Let me see. Maybe it is the 15th chapter. Let me see. Yeah, it is the 15th chapter. This 2 Ezra 15 and 19. It says, a man shall have no pity upon his neighbor, but shall destroy their houses with the sword and spoil their goods because of the lack of bread and for great tribulation. So this is just the beginning of what soon is to come, and people gonna come all type of ways. People are gonna come all type of ways. All right. And this one, another video one of the brothers sent out, man. Some of these videos brothers send out, some of them I find, but nonetheless we edifying on them. But let's peep this next video out.
These Hebrew Israelites they're God's people, and nobody cares. all this war and stuff that's going on over there. We have what needs to be over there. We have the people here in Great Babylon, Bible time, Great Babylon, and all that our country is doing is hiding it. They're feeding them rap, talking about killing and drugs and whoring and all this stuff, and they know they're keeping them down. And I just want you to wake up. People of color need to wake up. You are the chosen people. You are the Hebrew Israelites, and you've got to come up out of Great Babylon. Come up out of her and humble your change. These Hebrew Israelites.
You brothers heard it. Now, if this is an old video or if this is something clipped from an old time, I don't know. This is my first time seeing it. So even if it's old, it's new to me. When I seen it, I'm just like, wow. This is what jumped in my head first. Romans 9:25. It says, "And as he saith also in OC," which is Hosea, "I will call them my people which were not my people, and her beloved which were not beloved." So it says, "And it shall come to pass in the place where it was said unto them, ye are not my people, there shall they be called the children of the living power." She's fulfilling a part of that, right along with everybody else that comes to acknowledgement, these heathens, that we're the people of the Heavenly Father. You know? They're acknowledging it because it's a part of prophecy. And she's saying all these wars that's going on all over the world is because the people of the Lord is not in the land, which is partially correct, you know? But it's happening. These wars and all this is taking place because it's a part of prophecy. That's just what it is. We're living in the Heavenly Father's movie, man. But we're going to get put back in that land, you know, and peace will be established in the earth at that time, as is written in Isaiah, the 2nd chapter, and Micah, the 4th chapter. When we get in our land, peace is going to go forth from our land, and all nations is going to have to worship our God. But you see now, these people, these heathens, secretly, they know. The self-proclaimed white man, secretly, when after he's heard what we explained, he knows deep down inside, but he's not going to admit it, of course. You know? But these people, it's like they be knowing to me, man. You know? It's just that they're not, if we're telling the truth, then they're in trouble. So they don't want to know it. They don't want to believe it. But it said, the scriptures say, in a place where we were not called the people of the Most High, which is here in America, there shall we be called the people of the Most High. And that's exactly what's going on. The Spirit of the Lord has had grace again through his son, Yahweh Shai, and we out there on the streets teaching our people who they are. Because during the time of slavery, we lost our inheritance through being getting beat out of us. Verse 27 says, Isaiah is also crying concerning Israel. Though the number of the children of Israel be as the sand of the sea, a remnant shall be saved. So even though, you know, our people, we've grown in numbers, the Lord's only going to grab a certain portion of Israel and deliver them. All the rest of the Israelites are going to be destroyed because they're going to continue in their sins. All right. But a remnant is going to be saved. It says, for he will finish the work and cut it short in righteousness, because a short work will the Lord make upon the earth. And now you've seen it. The Lord's finishing up, you know, these prophecies. He's finishing up the story. He's finishing the time's up. You know, he's cutting it short in righteousness. Brethren are waking up. Esau, Edom is trying to establish this new world order. The heathen is crazy. The current events, natural weather, and people trying to have sex with animals, and people getting to the point where they just robbing and shooting and murdering another person's dead. Coolio's dead. Another rapper's dead. It's just so much, man. And then you got the amongst the circumcision, and certain Israelites telling you that the MOTB is not what we say it is. It's a lot. But the Lord's finna make the work short, and he's going to finish it. He's going to reveal who he's with, who he's for. All right? And he's going to put the world back in check. But yeah, brothers and sisters, that's been enough for this current events, prophecy, and madness. It's October 4th. Hope you brothers and sisters edified out there. Shalom, Makim Step. Shalom.